Hi, regards teacher. I'm going to talk about my personal branding that is about providing the best support and solutions to solve the problems correctly and effectively. Also, my personal branding, the strong things that has is mastering the information to solve the problems. Also, I can adapt to any person, like having a conversation. It doesn't matter if it's online or in person. I always try to establish a good communication. In bad situations, I try to be calm, and the most important keys of my personal branding is the authenticity, transparency, and responsibility. It's very important to know myself before creating my personal branding because at first I remember that I was very disorganized and regarding to learning it was very difficult for me. For example, in the past all my friends could use a computer and I was the only one who couldn't, so that's why when my mentality changed, because I told myself that I was going to make it. So at the end, it took me a lot of time and sacrifice, but I felt satisfied for what. Also, in the past, I did several job interviews, but I was rejected at least 3 times. I was not accepted for the company. So in that moment, my mentality changed because I was not doing the things very well. So I changed everything. I tried to be more organized. Also, I established a routine to practice every day the things that I was not doing well, and I avoid to to procrastinate. So at the end, when I passed the job interview and I entered to the company, I felt very happy for the person that I am right now because it took me a lot of time, a lot of practice, also sacrifice to become the person that I am right now. Regarding what makes me different from others about my personal branding is that when I am close to finish my goals but I failed in the way, I felt bad for myself, but I try to keep fighting to complete my goals. Also, I am very self-critical because I analyze what I am doing wrong. So when I finish to complete my goals, I I don't want to stay there because I want new goals, more challenges for my life to become a successful person. My skills, I guess the first one is the patience because when I was talking about I was rejected in my job interviews before, it took me like a year. So I think that a lot of people, if they have these situations, they probably throw away their goal. So for me, I was very patient because I keep fighting a year. So at the end, I make it in the job interview. And another skill would be the organization because without the organization, probably I would not made it for this job interview. So I guess the power of my personal branding is the organization, also to learn about my mistakes is another good point. And in the past, I have this fear of work under pressure. For example, to work two things on the same time. So right now, I had no this fear. So I say yes to work under pressure, and I am very positive because in the past I was very negative that I was thinking that I was not going to make it. So right now I am very positive. So that's why this is about my personal branding, about my skills and fear. Finally, I want the others know that I I am very positive. I have a positive energy, and if I set a goal, that it won't be easy because the easy things can be achieved very fast. So I like to achieve the difficult things that it will require a lot of time, work, and dedication. Also, that if I am in a bad situation, I try to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I want to be memorable for others that I am very hardworking and very patient. Also, if the others have their goals but they don't make it at the first or second time, I want to let them know that they can do it. They need to keep fighting until they can complete their goals. And this is about my personal branding. Thank you for paying attention, teacher.